Good evening, you're watching Jeevan's News at 8 with me, Bindu Menon. The headlines. Lakhimpur incident, Ashish Mishra surrendered in front of inquiring agency. Kisan Morcha decided to strengthen the nationwide protest. List of KPCC office bearers may be announced tomorrow. Reorganization and BJP, Shobha Surendran expressed displeasure openly. Orthodox and Jacobite dispute, United Move suggestion will not be accepted, declares Jacobite faction, Sabha remains itself. Meteorological Department has forecast heavy rain in Kerala, issued yellow alert to 4 districts tomorrow. Hike in fuel prices again, increase of diesel price by 37 paise and petrol by 30 paise, central government keeps mum. News in detail. Ashish Mishra, son of Union Minister Ajay Mishra, said he was not in the vehicle that crashed into the farmers' protest in Lakhimpur Kheri. The explanation is in police interrogation. Kisan Morcha decides to strengthen their protest.
Ashish Mishra submitted the video as evidences that he had only handed over the vehicle and was not in Tikhunia on the day of the incident. He said that he was in his village in Banvirpur that day. Ashish Mishra has been booked under 8 sections including murder. Meanwhile, internet connections was again cut off in Lakhimpur Kheri. Punjab PCC President Navjot Singh Sidhu has called off a hunger strike after the Union Minister's son appeared before police in connection with the violence against farmers in Lakhimpur, Uttar Pradesh. The strike took place at the home of a local journalist who died in Lakhimpur Kheri. The Congress had demanded the removal of Union Minister Ajay Mishra and arrest of Ashish Mishra. The Supreme Court has strongly criticized the UP government for its indifference in the case. The court asked why only Ashish Mishra was given relief in this brutal murder. National Desk, Jeevan.
Joint Kisan Morcha ready to intensify farmers' strike in the country. The decision was taken to observe Tuesday as Farmers' Matatam Day in the Lakhimpur district. Farmers from across the country will march to Lakhimpur on the same day. On the 15th, farmers across the country will burn the effigy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. The train will be blocked at 18. The Kisan Morcha also announced that the Panchayat will be held in Lucknow on the 26th. The list of KPCC office bearers may be announced tomorrow. Negotiations are progressing in Delhi. Ramesh Chanitala gave the list of 10 members and Uman Chandi gave 9. The AICC meanwhile made it clear that jumbo committees could not be declared.
K. Sudhakaran and V.D. Sadishan, who arrived in Delhi to take a final decision on the list of KPCC office bearers, are continuing discussions with the leaders. The two arrived in Delhi with a list prepared after discussions with senior leaders of Kerala. The High Command will make the final decision on the list.
തീരുമാനങ്ങളിലേക്ക് പൂർണ്ണമായി എത്തിയിട്ടില്ല. ഇന്ന് രാത്രി കൊണ്ട് മിക്കവാറും അത് ഫൈനലൈസ് ചെയ്യാനാണ് നമുക്ക് സാധ്യത. അതിനുശേഷം നിങ്ങൾ മാധ്യമങ്ങളെ കാണാം.
Ramesh Chanitala gave the list of 10 members and Uman Chandi gave the list of 9. It has been decided to include those who served as district presidents until a month ago as executive members. Neelakandan, Soni Sebastian, P.T. Ajay Mohan, Aryadan Shaukat, P.M. Nias, Abdul Muthalib, I.K. Raju, Roy K. Paulos, Advocate S. Ashokan, Karakulam Krishnapilla, V.T. Balram, A.K. Shukur, Jyoti Kumar Chamakala, Manakad Suresh, Shanawaz Khan, V.S. Shivakumar and Deepthi Mary Varghese are there in the list. The office bearers, including the Vice President, will be selected from this list. Adequate representation of women and youth will be ensured. Tariq Anwar said there would be no jumbo committees. There is a suggestion that Bindu Krishna should be given a special concession to become the Vice President. As KPCC has decided to remove those who have been in charge for more than 5 years, there are indications that second-tier leaders like Shuranad Rajashekharan, Joseph Varikan and Tambanu Ravi will be excluded. News Desk, Jeevan.
Senior Kerala BJP leader Shobha Surendran made it amply clear that she has never gone after post in her 3 decades of public life. She was responding to speculations that she is miffed at being dropped from the BJP national executive. She might look elsewhere, and she wrote in a Facebook post that for the past 2 days she has been receiving numerous calls from her friends and well-wishers. Kerala recorded 9,470 new COVID-19 cases with 101 new fatalities. The death toll mounted to 26,173.
A total of 88,310 samples were tested in the last 24 hours. Local bodies have been categorized on the basis of weekly infection population ratio. WIPR is about 10 in 332 wards of 227 local self-government bodies. 3,66,250 people are currently under observation in the state. Out of this, 3,52,851 people are under home or institutional quarantine and 13,399 people are in hospitals. Among 1,13,132 active COVID cases reported, only 10.4% of patients are admitted to hospitals or field hospitals. 54 of the new COVID patients were returned from outside the state. 8,971 people contracted the virus through contact. The infection source of 397 patients remains unidentified. 48 health workers also tested positive for COVID-19. News Desk, Jeevan.
Minister V.N. Vasavan said that irregularities are being detected in more cooperative banks in the state. He also informed the Assembly that action has been taken against 68 persons in connection with the irregularities.
The irregularities were found in 49 cooperative banks, including Karuvennur. Corporation Minister V.N. Vasavan, in a written reply to the Assembly, confirmed that irregularities had taken place in 49 more banks. He had earlier received a complaint regarding Karuvennur bank scam. In 2019, the then Corporation Minister Kadakampalli Surendran received the complaint. V.N. Vasavan informed the Assembly that an inquiry was conducted on the basis of this complaint. News Desk, Jeevan.
Education Minister V. Shivankutty said that the reference to 35 states was an error that can happen to humans. The minister said that there was no wastage of time in reply and that those who raised objections could also make mistakes.
എല്ലാ മനുഷ്യനും മനുഷ്യസഹജമായ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട് സംഭവിക്കും. നാക്കിന്റെ പിഴവൊക്കെ ലോകത്തുള്ള എല്ലാ മനുഷ്യനും സംഭവിക്കും. അക്കൂട്ടത്തിൽ ഒരു പിഴവാണ് ഇന്നലെ ഇവിടെ ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് സംഭവിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. ആ സംഭവിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യത്തെ ആക്ഷേപിച്ചുകൊണ്ടും പല രൂപത്തിൽ ചിത്രീകരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥിതി ചില ആൾക്കാർ, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് BJPക്കാരും കോൺഗ്രസിന്റെ ഒരു വിഭാഗം നടത്തുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിന്റെ പേരിൽ അവർക്ക് ആത്മസംതൃപ്തിയും ആശ്വാസവും കിട്ടുമെങ്കിൽ അത് കിട്ടിക്കോട്ടെ, എനിക്കതിൽ യാതൊരു ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുമില്ല.
Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has said that Sabarimala Airport project is on top of the priority projects of the government and queries raised by the centre in this regard are being examined.
It was informed that the government is going ahead with land acquisition for the project. The techno-economic feasibility and social impact assessment reports that were conducted by Louis Berger Consulting Private Limited have been submitted to the centre. Further details in this regard sought by the Union Civil Aviation Ministry are being prepared, Minister Radhakrishnan said. The project was cleared by the state government in 2017 itself. The government has also appointed Kerala State Industrial Development Corporation as the nodal agency for implementing the project. After the reports were submitted by the state to the Civil Aviation Ministry, it had raised certain queries regarding the project. News Desk, Jeevan.
Metropolitan Joseph Mar Gregorius said that the Jacob faction would not accept the High Court's proposal that the Orthodox Jacobite factions should abide by the 1934 Constitution and move forward as one church. The Metropolitan made the announcement at a press conference after a meeting of the managing committee of the Jacobite sect.
Joseph Mar Gregorius Metropolitan made it clear that the Church of the Jacobite is never opposed to court rulings and that the Orthodox Church is not yet ready for a joint discussion without contradicting the Christian testimony.
എന്നാൽ കോടതി വിധികൾ അതിന്റെ പൂർണ്ണതയിൽ നടപ്പാക്കുന്നതിൽ കീഴ്ക്കോടതികൾ പരാജയപ്പെടുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതിലാണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വേദന. നൂറ്റാണ്ടുകൾ പഴക്കമുള്ള സഭയുടെ വിശ്വാസ പാരമ്പര്യങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ഫെയ്ത്ത് മാറ്റേഴ്സ് ഒന്നും ഇതിൽ പരിഗണിച്ചിട്ടില്ല.
After the synod, Justice Devan Ramachandran will take up the matter in the High Court and willing to negotiate with the government or any agencies. The Jacobite Church claimed that the case has 100 years old and that the judiciary and the Orthodox Church should keep their eyes open for the facts. The High Court had yesterday made an important observation in the Jacobite Orthodox Church dispute. The Apex Court observed in its final order that churches should be governed by 1934 Church Constitution, which states that there are no two divisions but only one church. Anyone who follows this can go to church. The court ruled that it could not be prevented. It has also been asked to state the position of the Jacobite Church on the matter. News Desk, Jeevan.
Writer Benjamin has backed this year's Viola Ramavarma Literary Award. The 45th Viola Award was published.
The award was given to Benjamin for his book Maantalirile 20 Communist Varshangal. The award was declared by the jury including K.R. Meera, Dr. George Onakur and Dr. C. Unnikrishnan. The Violar Memorial Trust office bearers informed that a cash award of ₹1 lakh, felicitation letter and a sculpture made by sculptor Kanai Kunyiraman will be given as the award. It will be handed over to the writer at an event to be held on Violar's death anniversary, which falls on October 27. Benjamin reacted to the award saying that he feels utmost blessed and happy to have received the Violar Award for the book that contains the essence of his soul. He added that it is a book that is close to his heart because it is a work that was created by mapping the political scenario which he witnessed while growing up and his perspective towards Travancore's ideologies. News Desk, Jeevan.
Petrol price was hiked by 30 paise a litre and diesel by 37 paise per litre as domestic fuel prices witnessed possibly the largest rally in rates.
The price of petrol in Tirunelveli rose to its highest ever level of ₹106.08 a litre and ₹104.47 per litre in Kochi. Diesel rates too touched a record high of ₹99.45 in Tirunelveli and inched closer to ₹100 a litre mark in Kochi. It currently costs ₹97.78 a litre in Kochi. Petrol costs ₹104.47 and diesel costs 97.78 in Kozhikode city. Prices differ from state to state depending on the incidence of local tax. Shedding its modest price change policy, state-owned fuel retailers have since Wednesday started passing on the larger incidence of cost to consumers. For 3 days in a row, petrol price has been hiked by 30 paise a litre and diesel by 35 paise, the biggest rally in rates. In last 2 weeks, diesel rates have gone up by ₹3.79 per litre and petrol price has increased by ₹2.67. News Desk, Jeevan.
The Supreme Court has ruled that online education must be accessible to children from the lower strata of society if the right to education guaranteed by the Constitution is to be realized. The court sent notices to the central and state governments to provide effective guidance.
The court also issued notices to the central and state governments urging them to urgently formulate effective ways to ensure online education for children from socially and economically background sections. The Apex Court was hearing a petition filed by Action Committee Unaided Recognized Private Schools against the Delhi High Court's order that private schools should provide free online education facilities to economically and socially background children. The High Court had also directed the Delhi state government to pay the cost to private schools for providing online facilities to students. The Apex Court, along with Delhi High Court, had directed the Delhi government to come up with a solution and submit it to the court. News Desk, Jeevan.
IS suspected to be behind the attack on Shia mosque in Afghanistan. The suspicion is heightened by the fact that IS has come out with attacks on the Taliban since they took over the country.
IS, which has declared war on Shia Muslims in the country, regularly attacks Shia mosques. Last Sunday, IS militant attacked a mosque in Kabul. 12 people were killed in the blast. A religious school in Khost province was also attacked on Wednesday. More than a dozen IS militants have killed their members. The attack came after the Taliban claimed responsibility for the attack. IS infiltrates northern Afghanistan. The spread of attack poses a challenge to neighboring Tajikistan. Russia responded by saying it would extend all possible support to Tajikistan in the aftermath of the attack. International Desk, Jeevan.
India saw a single-day rise of 19,740 COVID-19 infections, taking the country's total tally of cases to 3,39,35,309, while the number of active cases has declined to 2,36,643, the lowest in 206 days.
The death toll has climbed to 4,50,375 with 248 more fatalities, the data updated. The cumulative doses administered in the country so far under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive has exceeded 94 crore, the health ministry said. The daily rise in new coronavirus cases has been below 30,000 for 15 straight days, it said. The active cases have declined to 2,36,643 and comprise 0.70% of the total infections, the lowest since March last year. The national COVID-19 recovery rate has been recorded at 97.98%, the highest since March last year, the ministry said. There has been a decrease of 3,578 cases in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours, the data stated. The daily positivity rate has been recorded at 1.56%. It has been less than 3% for the last 40 days, it said. The weekly positivity rate has been recorded at 1.62%. It has been below 3% for the last 106 days, according to the health ministry. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease has surged to 3,32,48,291, while the case fatality rate has been recorded at 1.33%, it said. National Desk, Jeevan.
A metropolitan magistrate denied bail to Aryan Khan, son of Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan, and two others in a case pertaining to the alleged seizure of banned drugs from a cruise ship off the Mumbai coast.
Additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate R.M. Nerlikar rejected the bail pleas of Aryan Khan and the other two accused. The court sent Aryan Khan and 7 others arrested in the case in 14-day judicial remand after their NCB custody ended. Additional Solicitor General Anil Singh, appearing for the NCB, opposed the bail application for the 3 accused. After hearing the arguments, the magistrate denied bail to Aryan Khan and 2 others, saying their applications were not maintainable. The Narcotics Control Bureau had arrested these 3 along with some others over the last weekend after raiding the Goa-bound Cordelia cruise ship on Saturday evening. The central agency had claimed to have recovered drugs from the ship. A total of 18 persons have been arrested so far in the case. National Desk, Jeevan.
Left parties criticize government decision to hand over Air India to Tata. CPM National General Secretary Sitaram Yechury has said that Modi and his cohorts are looting the government by setting off public sector enterprises.
The gain in the transfer is only for Tata. They have now received a free gift from the centre. Yechury said that the centre should remember that people's tax money is being used to pay off Air India's debt.
So it is actually a free gift to the Tatas, and over the years, lakhs of crores have been infused by the government of India that was converted into asset. Now all the assets that have been created by the borrowings of Air India, they are being handed over to the Tatas, but the debt is to be paid by the government of India, that means through the taxes from the general exchequer.
CPI National General Secretary D. Krishna said that the sale was against the national interest. Senior BJP leader and Rajya Sabha member Subramaniam Swamy said he would approach the court against the Air India action. Tata Motors have required debt-ridden public sector undertaking Air India for Rs 18,000 crore. The accusation process will be completed in December. News Desk, Jeevan.
The Meteorological Department has forecast heavy rains in the coming days in the state. Yellow alert for Pathanamthitta, Alappuzha, Ernakulam and Idukki district tomorrow. Rainfall will be heaviest in south and central Kerala.
Orange alert was declared in 6 districts on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. The warning was issued in Kollam, Pathanamthitta, Alappuzha, Kottayam, Idukki and Ernakulam districts. Heavy rains and thunderstorms have been warned. However, the Meteorological Department said that there is no impediment to fishing off the coast of Kerala and Karnataka. News Desk, Jeevan.
Sandeep Nair, the accused in the gold smuggling case, got released from jail on Saturday. He was released from the jail as his detention under the Conservation of Foreign Exchange and Prevention of Smuggling Activities Act came to an end. Sandeep was lodged in Pujapura jail. He was released from prison a year and 3 months after his arrest by the NIA. Sandeep Nair had turned approver in the gold smuggling case and was granted bail in several other cases. After his release from jail, Sandeep told the media that he stood firm by what he had said in court and would tell the rest later. A policeman who stole the mobile phone of a deceased person was suspended from service. SI Jyoti Sudhakar of Kollam Chatanur police station was suspended for stealing the mobile phone of a deceased man who met with a train accident.
On June 18, a man from Perumathura was found dead near the Kanyapuram station. Considering it to be a case of suicide, the inquest and other procedures were completed under SI Jyoti Sudhakar. It is suspected that the SI would have stolen the mobile phone during the process. After several days, the relatives of the deceased complained to police that the mobile phone has been missing and raised suspicions on the death. Following the inquiry of the cyber cell, the mobile phone was recovered from Jyoti Sudhakar, who was by then transferred to Chatanur police station from Mangalapuram station. He was using his official SIM card in the stolen mobile. He was suspended from the service after this. News Desk, Jeevan.
The Afghan people know the difference between Pakistan and India, said External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. He said that they would be able to identify India through its assistance to war-torn Afghanistan.
The Afghan people know what India has done for them. They know what kind of friends we are. At the same time, they will remember what Pakistan did for them. Before the Taliban came to the power, India and Afghanistan had trade and cultural ties. Everyone wants a good relationship with their neighbors, but that their relationship with Pakistan should be based on the values that should prevail in a civilized world, said Jaishankar. He added that Pakistan could never accept the use of terrorism as an instrument of the state. International Desk, Jeevan.
Before we wind up, headlines once again. Lakhimpur incident, Ashish Mishra surrendered in front of inquiring agency. Kisan Morcha decided to strengthen the nationwide protest. List of KPCC office bearers may be announced tomorrow. Group leaders are in pressure tactics. Reorganization in BJP. Shobha Surendran expressed displeasure openly. Orthodox and Jacobite dispute, United moves suggestion will not be accepted, declares Jacobite faction, Sabha remains itself. Meteorological Department has forecast heavy rain in Kerala, issued yellow alert to 4th district tomorrow. Hike in fuel prices again, increase of diesel price by 37 paise and petrol by 30 paise, central government keeps mum. That's all from the English News Desk today. Thank you for watching. Good night.